Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Autos. So today we will see one question in which an array will be given to you, and in that array only three elements would be present, that is 0, 1 and 2, and we need to sort them. So there are various approaches to this question. So let us see each of the approach. The first approach is to sort the array directly by applying a sort function, uh, which is already given, and it sorts the array in n log n time, but it is a predefined function, so better not to use it, um, and it would not be accepted also during your interviews. So let's see next approach. So apart from this, there are two more approaches, so let's discuss them one by one. One thing what we can do is we can count the number of zeros, ones and twos. Okay, and after counting them, we can put them into array accordingly. First, we will insert zeros up to the point which will contain the number of counts. If they appear five times, we will insert it into the array five times. If one appears three times, after all the zeros are entered into the array, then we will enter ones into the array, then we will enter twos into the array. After entering it, we will that's it. This is the code. Okay, so let's run it first. Let's comment the second method. Let's run this. Okay, let's run it. So all the test cases are passed. As you can see, this will take time complexity of big O of n. Okay, it is successfully run. Now let's see the next method. I'll comment it out first. Next, let's see this method. Yeah, now this method is called Dutch flag method, in which we take three pointers. The first pointer will point to the starting of the array, second pointer will point towards the end of the array, and third pointer will initially point to the start of the array. And this third pointer we will use to iterate through the array. Okay, so the starting pointer we called as low, the ending pointer we called high, and the pointer which we will take to traverse through the array we called it as mid. Okay, so what approach we are using it, we will use mid to traverse through the array, and once the element pointed by the mid is equal to 0, then we will swap it with the uh, lower pointer. Okay, we will swipe it with pointer named as low. Yeah, and whenever we will get an element in mid which is equal to 1, we will simply increment the mid. Okay, this is the second condition. And in third condition, when in mid um, we get an element 2. When we get an element 2, we will simply swap it with the element of high. Okay, so what will happen is all the elements, whenever I encounter 0 with mid, it will be kept at the left hand side, and whenever I'll get a 1, I'll simply move forward, that is, I'll not do anything, and whenever I'll get a 2, I'll simply push it towards the right hand side. Okay, so this is the logic behind it, and this is the code. First of all, I have initialized low with 0, high with n minus 1, and mid with 0. Okay, and this will run until mid is less than or equal to high. Okay, so this while loop will run from mid less than or equal to high until mid is less than or equal to high. This while loop will run. As I have said, if array of mid is equal to 0, I'll simply swap the element at the lower index and the element of the middle index, and then increment the mid and increment low. If array of mid is equal to 1, I'll simply increment mid, and if array of mid is equal to 2, I'll swap the elements at the pointed by higher pointer with the middle pointer, okay, and then decrement high. So this is the code. Now let's run this. All the test cases are passed, let's submitted. So it has submitted successfully. So in this way we have solved the question here to solve sort 0 1 2 in an array. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and bye bye.